Your Excellency, I bring warm and revolutionary greetings from His Excellency President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa. We thank you for accepting the highest order bestowed by His Excellency President Ramaphosa. This honor for us signifies your contribution to people and party to party, as well as economic relations. We thank you for making us a guest of honor at the Expo, from which we hope to strengthen economic and trade ties further. I would like to express my gratitude to the government and the people of the PRC hosting us here in the beautiful city of Beijing. This follows the very fruitful fourth state visit to South Africa by His Excellency President Xi Jinping. President Xi Jinping's visit on the 25th anniversary of our democratic relationship was of immense symbolic and practical value to the two countries. The visit has served to cement our relations and shared objective of advancing the development agenda of the Global South. For centuries, our countries have been connected by a shared history of trade, cultural exchange, and a common vision for prosperity and development. Our generation can only pledge increased trade, policy, and political ties. Recently, our partnership was further strengthened last year by the signing of the 10-year strategic program on cooperation, which spans the period 2022 to 2029. South Africa remains committed to one China policy. We are working on re-domiciling the Taiwanese liaison office in Pretoria to Durban. We are also working on opening a consulate in Gonzo. The strategy outlines deliverables within specific timeframes in broad areas of cooperation, thereby providing a realistic path to realizing the full potential of our partnership. Despite the global impact of COVID-19 pandemic, there have been numerous accomplishments in a variety of areas since the last BNC, which took place in 2019. In 2022, trade between South Africa and China increased to 614 billion rands, making China our country's largest trading partner. Similarly, South Africa continues to be China's biggest trading partner in the African continent for several consecutive years. Furthermore, trade between our two countries is set to grow further after several announcements of trade were made at the recent BRICS summit. At the summit, both countries agreed to narrow the trade deficit by increasing access to Chinese markets for South African value-added products. This would assist South Africa in growing the economy and creating more jobs. Additionally, regular exchanges were hosted in both countries during this year. This includes the people-to-people exchange mechanism, strategic dialogue, joint economic trade committee, interactions between our two foreign ministries, and other high-level engagements. There is, however, a need to encourage increased exchanges of business delegations. Mr. Vice President, I look forward to attending the China International Import Expo in Shanghai. The need to promote linkages between our respective businesses communities cannot be overemphasized. The government and people of South Africa greatly appreciate the People's Republic of China's contribution to various infrastructure initiatives, which include equipment expertise to help us through the energy challenges. China has been instrumental in uplifting the African continent through the Forum for China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, and Africa is looking forward to participate in the 2024 FOCAC in Beijing. To give effect to President Xi Jinping's Beijing Action Plan, we need to further develop our comprehensive strategic and cooperation partnership by implementing and aligning President Xi's 8 major initiatives and the Belt and Road Initiative with the African Union's Agenda 2063. During President Xi Jinping's state visit to South Africa, our two countries signed a letter of intent to cooperate on the implementation of the China's Belt and Road Initiative. It is my pleasure to report that our Minister of International Relations and Cooperation has signed the cooperation plan. Your Excellency, I'm confident that as we receive progress reports from representatives of both countries, we can agree on critical joint projects to strengthen our comprehensive relations further. Finally, and as discussed, the current format of the BNC Central Committee need to be reviewed to include the line departments and key areas to ensure coordination and consolidation of the comprehensive nature of our bilateral ties. South Africa and China must continue to utilize all structures at our disposal to increase the momentum of our engagements and to use these structures to enhance understanding, address concerns, and coordinate our work. I look forward to our friendly deliberation. Sheshe.
Let me greet the chairperson of the Shanghai CCPIT, Mr. Zhao, CEOs, managing directors, and heads of organizations who are here this evening. Let me greet all the distinguished business people and all the distinguished guests and the South African community at large that is here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, greetings to all of you. Good evening. It is my pleasure to be meeting with you this evening during the hosting of the 6th China International Import Expo. I have been here in China since the 2nd of November to participate in the 8th Binational Commission between China and South Africa. The BNC reviewed the progress made in implementing the commitments that our two governments have made since the 7th Binational Commission, which was held in 2019. The BNC reviewed the progress and acknowledged the continuous increase in the total volume of bilateral trade from 544 billion rands in 2021 to 614 billion rands in 2022. However, as South Africa, we are concerned about the growing trade deficit in China's favor of 155 billion rand in 2022, up from 49 billion in 2021. We believe that we need to address the structure of trade to improve market access and broaden South Africa's export trade basket to China through more value-added goods. As a first step towards restructuring trade, we are pleased that the BNC agreed to support the establishment of the South Africa China Chamber of Commerce based in Beijing. The chamber will be the first for Africa and will contribute towards increased visibility of South African businesses in China and illustrate our commitment to building sustainable and long-term economic relations. Once this chamber is established, it should also function as China's entry into the opportunities represented by the South African Continental Free Trade Area. South Africa and China regularly adopt common positions in BRICS or the BRICS bloc. You will recall at the 15th BRICS summit that South Africa hosted, our two countries agreed to expand the membership to other countries for greater global influence and impact. We are also working on improving our visa system. This includes making sure that systems and languages work together so that business people can easily apply for and register for business visas. In addition to refining application requirements to expedite the process of obtaining a work visa, the reforms would decentralize the adjudication of visa application to foreign missions. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue to make significant strides in our bilateral relations and have elevated our relations to that of a comprehensive strategic partnership which enables collaboration across political, socio-economic, and technical areas of cooperation. I therefore invite all of you to take a tour of our pavilion at the National Exhibition and Convention Center. Here you will witness a wide range of value-added products in the diverse sectors of creative industries, medical equipment, clothing and textiles, cosmetics, metals, mining and engineering services, manufacturing, aerospace and defense technologies. We are confident that business people who participate in the multi-sectoral expo will not only find markets for their products through the business-to-business meetings that the CIIE has organized, but they will also identify opportunities for joint trade and investment ventures. We firmly believe that our cooperation will pave the way for increased trade and investment linkages between South Africa and China. It is the private sector that can translate all our efforts into tangible technical, financial, and human resource investments. We thank the business community for your continued commitment in growing the trade and economic relationship. This is a sign of more than 25 years of bonds of friendship between South Africa and the People's Republic of China. I'm grateful to our three deputy ministers who have been introduced this evening, to Ambassador Kwele, Consular General Zipa, and the China Council for the Promotion of International Trade for arranging this important engagement with the South African business community that is based here in Shanghai. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking forward to spending this evening with you, and I'm sure that our deputy ministers will be able to tell you more of what we are doing in our country, and we are looking forward to see more of the Chinese business people coming to our country. I thank you very much. 谢谢。
好的，女士们、先生们，我非常期待和希望能够跟大家度过如此美妙的一个夜晚。同时呢，我们的3位副部长也会给大家进一步详细的介绍南非的情况，也期待有更多来自中国商界的这些代表能够到南非来走一走、看一看。谢谢大家。